These are my beliefs. This is how me and my family think. This is the knowledge that we've came to the conclusion of based on our research. This is what we want to do. Listen, based on the research that we've done, right? Because I don't want to front like the information comes directly from the sun only. That's part of where I get the information from, the sun, yeah. Based off the research that I've done, right? I'm not saying that I get the information directly from the sun only. I get the information just like you get it. Yeah, the sun gives me information. You know what I'm saying? It feeds my melanin. It feeds my biggest organ on my body, which is my skin. I mean, I get at least 2 hours a day, yeah. So I receive information that way. But that information is more esoteric. It's more genetic. You see? That information is more spiritual. The sun doesn't tell you go left and right. You see? But when it comes to like fasting, although the sun kind of dictates your appetite and how you digest, right? The research comes from books and libraries, comes from search engines, the internet mostly. I'm not even gonna front like I'll be going to the library now. Not to say I don't, because I do got books I need to return. It's just now, with the comfort that we have, the information comes from the internet. That's a fact. That's an organic vegan capitalized fact with the ORI abbreviated, factory, you know what I'm saying? But so my thoughts on it is this, like, that's a real thing. But true fasting is breatharianism, God. Because when you drinking water, that's a water diet. That's why I put the elder, the ancestor, may he rest in his glory and power. Big Gregory saying it, like if you drinking water, that's a water fast. You drinking juice, that's a juice fast. You eating fruit, that's a fruit fast, you see? So to abstain from means to not eat. That's truly fasting, right? So when they talk about Jesus Christ, they talk about 40 days and 40 nights. They talk about Moses, they talk about 40 days, 40 nights. They talk about the story of Gandhi. You know what I mean? They talk about these gurus that fasted. These are the people who fasted on nothing. This is breatharianism. When you take in nothing but the elements. But here's where it gets tricky, right? Because what are these elements comprised of, right? All of these elements that are in the universe is what we are comprised of, and also the planet, right? So you are comprised of a specific amalgamation of those molecules, of those minerals, of those atoms. That's what makes you you. So you need to operate at a certain frequency to even vibrate on this plane of existence. ¿Tú me entiendes lo que te estoy diciendo? With that being said, this is why we need to be sort of densed in this reality to even be on earth, to be human, to be able to inhabit this plane of existence. Because the more you become a breatharian, right, the more you ascend. And I get it. Looks can be deceiving. Certain things are hidden in plain sight. It's not what the eye sees. Because in this realm, it'll look like, oh shit, look, he died of starvation. But the weaker you get from a fast, when you abstain, the bigger the portal opens in the spiritual realm. You see, the weaker you feel when you fasting, like, damn, the more that realm is opening. Because you are an interdimensional being. But you only exist on the dimension where your focus is. So now if you focus on fasting, that's opening that spiritual realm and plane. This is why you can't go with food. That's why you can't be a breatharian for the rest of your life. Obviously, you will have to feed the body what it needs to be a body. But from where I look at it is, that's true fasting, breatharianism, right? Not to say that when you I look at everything else as cleanses, you see? But we need to cleanse from everything, not just food, from people, from social media, from foods, from places, from habits, from, I don't know, everything. We need to cleanse and fast from a lot. First of all, we need to fast and completely leave certain things alone. But we need to cleanse and abstain from other things as well. But to fully abstain from food and to fast is to only take in the elements. That which we are comprised of. That's true fasting. Now, the more you do that, right, the more you truly fast and just breathe oxygen, the weaker you get, because you were not designed to just vibrate off oxygen only. So you begin to start depleting on this realm. Like, oh, I'm getting weaker. I'm breaking down. My system malfunction. But that's what it looks like on this plane of existence. That's the illusion. You see, cause as above, so below. In another place, you're just becoming stronger as you get weaker here from not eating. Because that's a sacrifice. That's a price you're willing to pay to get closer to God, you see. This is why this subject is crazy to me. Because you could feel it when you fast. How you tapped in even clearer now. You could feel your thoughts. Fasting, like Dick Gregory said, is not to make good people or bad people good, you see. Fasting is sort of to clear the murky waters. Fasting is to connect you with that power, that which you come from, which you stem from. That's what a fast will do. It's kind of like a pipe. You gotta look at spirituality like a pipe. And food is junk that you put into that pipe. And that pipe is a pathway to your spiritual essence. So the more food you eat, the more gunk and junk you put into the pathway of your journey or your path to that spiritual essence. So when you fast, Drano, it's like you completely unclog the tube. So you're able to literally transmit and transmute information. Transmit and transmute information effectively. You're able to connect with God and learn and know. And God is able to talk to you. And you're able to know what, and when you hear your thoughts, you know when they're yours. You know which ones to ignore. You could feel it. You could hear it. Because you're clear now. You're not busy digesting. And that also allows the cells to begin to regenerate themselves. So you begin to get weaker here from the sacrifice you made from fasting. It's because you're getting stronger in another place. You're getting much more in tune and divine in that place is what's happening. It's like the portal is opening up. And because you are a multi-dimensional being, you do exist on multiple dimensions, but you can only physically observe one through your consciousness, your focus. And obviously your consciousness is limited and condensed by the prism you place it in, you see. Right now you're placing it in this prism, to where you are you and I am me, and this is the illusion now. That you are observing me through you and I am observing you through me. But all is one. You've been understood this, which is what brings you here. Because it's like, dog, what I'ma watch, what I'ma listen to, what I'ma tune into, there's nothing out there. If it's not about melanin, if it's not about biology, if it's not about tapping into the highest source, the crown chakra. ¿Qué es lo que estamos hablando todavía? Dime. Entertainment. We busy entertaining ourselves. You can't blame the youth, yo. You just gotta give them the truth and get the fuck out their way. You was young and full of energy too. Don't be mad because the fight got taken from you. Or you still got the fight in you. You still that committed. This is why we fast. Because we are that committed. So we have to make an offering to the universe. We have to connect with the ancestors. We have to clear the pathway. We have to clear the pathway to be able to communicate with them effectively, you see. We want to send out a frequency on that plane of existence, on that realm that resonates with them. We do not want to give up a stench. We do not want the ancestors to turn us away, to be shunned. We do not wish to be shunned by the ancestors. For we understand that we are the altar. You, me, we are the altar. Give yourself everything that's good. When is the last time you gave you a break? That's what fasting is. Fasting is you telling your organs, you telling your blood, you telling your stomach, you telling your butt, you telling your legs, your ass, your titties, your ears, your mouth. You telling yourself, I love you. That's what fasting is. Oh, but we was taught different. That's why you got to drive through everywhere. The least thing that America wants you to do is fast. Why do they want to keep you dumb? Why do they want to keep you deaf? Why do they want to keep you blind? Here's why. Because if you are making money for these pharmaceutical corporations, see, you are worth more to them alive than dead, even if you're sick, even if you're dumb, even if you're deaf, even if you're blind. You are worth more to them crawling to the pharmacy for medication than you are at apex health, to where you understand that let thy food be thy medicine, to where you understand that didn't come from no hypocrisy. I don't even know how to pronounce these Greeks' names. Hippocrates, Ptolemy. I don't know how to say their names, because I know where they got the information from. And that's what's important. Do they know let thy food be thy medicine? Of course they do. That's why they say here, follow this pyramid. This is how you should eat 3 times a day. Make sure there's meat in every meal. Plus, a little bit of mucus, throw that in there. Salt, pepper. Could it be that that's what they know? Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. Share this video, yo. Could it be that they know that? Of course they do. Shout out to Buddha Bloom. Follow him ASAP, Rocky, because he has transcended fasting. He has stepped it up to another level. Not only is he been a faster, I'm sure that's a breatharian, right? You can learn how to truly breathe from him. So you think, oh, I'm a god, what I'm gonna do if I'm not eating? I'm abstaining from food. You ever try breathing in your life? Just sit down and breathe. Do me entiendes? Have a breath or two. You might get full off a breath because you never even took a breath. You know? Because the masses, the M is silent. They walking around with no oxygen. Sin oxígeno, mi hermano, ni respiran esa gente, ve. You feel me? It's so abundant. If you knew what oxygen was, come on now. That's what you could do. You could breathe. Look at that. Day 40 of the fast. Shout out to Melanin Rose. Shout out to the queen, my nigga, because she's doing this work. She's fasting. She's raising her child. She's a nurturer. She's a strong lioness, God. Shout out to Melanin Rose. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Love codes to you. Because that's what it's about. Being the best that we can be. Not the best that we were taught to be. What were you taught to be? An MBAer? Great. Do you know the reason why you could dunk that ball? Do you know the science behind why you're able to be why you're able to hold such athleticism? Do you know that you're just a man that's a basketball player, but in the jungle you God? Did you know that? Shit. You see, this is why many religion sects, right? Religion sectors and cults and factions, they implement fasting. They understand the connection that gives them. Hell yeah, it's all about that energy, bro. And it's like we are electrical beings. Facts. So it's like when you breathe, it's like you power up. You start to oxygenate. You start to truly function properly. You allow the organs and the systems within your body to play out their functions properly. It's kind of like you give them the leeway to do their thing. You give them the alley-oop. To like, yo, function now. Here's the proper amount of oxygen daily. This is why we at Royal Pride, we stress discipline, dedication, determination. These are the things that we need to implement in our life, no matter where we're headed, no matter what aspect it may be in. Morals. These are morals. These are keep you grounded, humble, mentally stable. To be disciplined is to act in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? To follow certain rules. Not because of how you feel, but because you know, yo, this has to go down. Like, oh shit, I'm working for my daughter. Like, everything I do is to make sure she's better than I ever could be. So that changes everything now. Now I have to have more discipline in life. Like, my determination has to be unwavering. My dedication has to be unmatched. Like, you understand? It has to click. So when it comes to self-healing, when it comes to studying self, right? Divine knowledge of self. When it comes to becoming the best version of you, to fast, some people already know innately, like, yo, fast. When I abstain from food, when I don't eat, I might feel a little off and weak, like my energy fluctuate, but I feel this divine power within me. Like, some people already know that. They don't even know why they fast, and they fast. So good, you know? And others already know. Like, yo, I can't even manifest certain shit into my reality if I'm not fasted. Because the universe is like, nigga, watch, impress me, like, you know? So it's like, yo, we gotta do this work. Yeah, it's about studying information. Hell yeah. Facts. But it's also about healing that which you inhabit here on earth, this vessel, being as limber as a baby, stretching daily, eating good. If you are gonna eat the best. Don't be like, oh, let me hurry up and eat this because I gotta go. That's what fasting is for. We poor, we grew up in the hood. Facts. So we didn't have to eat Chinese food every day. We didn't have to go to McDonald's and eat off the dollar menu or to the pizza shop. We could have literally fast. We didn't know that. Nobody told me fast. Bro, if you don't eat, that's not a bad thing. Nobody said that. Everybody felt like, damn, if I ain't eat, that's some starving shit. If I don't eat, that's some starving shit. Nobody said, bro, if you don't eat, that's actually clearing up. You know what I mean? The messages, the sun codes you can, and plus you need to fast. Because what you've been eating, it ain't even food. Like, you need to begin to eat food. So then nobody ever educated us. We here to educate each other. Each one teach one. You know what it is. Basi. Te va a ser. Te va a ser. Like, how are you hungry if you out here? Tell me. Is it really you? Go to Natural TV on YouTube. Parasites versus demons. Same shit. They're the same thing. This is why we must fast. So we can remind those parasitic entities that living within our digestive system that have been implemented by the shaitan, by the sins of man. We can remind them who's boss. Like, bitch, you think you tough, nigga? Don't eat. That's tough. I'm fasting today, nigga. That's tough as fuck. You know? And you American, you live in this country, you grew up in the hood, like us, nigga, that's not even a fast. You missed the meal. You alright. You be alright, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, fasting should not be an issue for us. There's been times we went on syrup sandwiches, nigga, for dinner, for whatever. So to fast shouldn't be a thing. All that's doing is helping you connect to your highest, most purest self. All that's doing is helping your manifestations conjure up and come permeating from the universe with more velocity, with more of an intensity, with more of a ferociousness. Man, that's what I desire for you, to be the best version of you, because that's all I'm working towards. Ain't nobody stopping me, ain't nobody gonna get in my way. People think I'm ignorant because they remember from who I used to be, and they want to tell me that, yo, because if, and I'm like, bro, if you're not talking about what we talking about, we have to be stubborn. This is what the universe appreciates and loves. I have to focus on what we doing here. So don't reach out to me to tell me that nothing. If you're not sharing information with me, you're not our family. Like, what is you doing? If you're not sending me articles and all this shit and trying to help my mind, like, what are you talking about? If you're not helping us, you're not reposting us, what are you talking about? Show me you know what we trying to do. And I still love you, nigga. When the homes is built and when we out there, you could come then. Whatever. But let us work. Let us build. Don't give us your fear. I don't have all the fucking answers. I'm here looking for them. But I'm showing you me looking for them. I'm documenting the shit. So you can have the motivation within yourself. Cause I could even say it better than that. Man, that's not what he meant. What the word he meant to say was, because the semantics of the word, because the etymology of the, you know what I mean? You smarter than me. So that's why I'm doing this publicly, nigga. I'm not searching for clout. The internet, I come from a world where this shit didn't exist. I didn't have to use the internet. With the internet, now you need the internet. Because everybody in this room is the people that I will be speaking to in my reality. Because I am speaking to y'all in my reality. Because who I was is the only place I can vibrate to in my reality. And I refuse to. So the revolution shall be digitized. And even them, they still got love. Giving me all they fear. They could come too once they let that fear go. Come where? Come to a frequency. It's not a place. It's not a place. It's a frequency. At Royal Pride. At that frequency that we vibrate at. That's where I'm the enforcer at that frequency. The enforcer that I'm going to see to it that we thrive. That no one harms my family. That no one brings any harm, any drama, any bullshit toward us, you see. That's where we vibrate at. That's a frequency. We understand the power of fasting. We understand that fasting is a part of our diet. Nigga, like, what? What? You gotta fast from certain energies. Like, what you talking about? You going throughout space and time. You don't know how sensitive you are. You don't know that you are sensitive to all energies, that you God walking around. Huh? You don't know it's hard to be an angel in hell. The more you fast, the weaker you feel. That's an illusion. That's because you're greater than this body. This body starts deteriorating because it's starting to project itself somewhere else now. You're starting to purge. You're starting to really let go. You're starting to fade away from this 3D. Huh? From this 5 and 4G, nigga. You're starting to let go of that shit. It's like the pixels is breaking up. Oh shit, the projection is fading. It's fading. The mirror image is now crumbling. That's what the fast does. And then that portal starts opening up clearer and clearer and harder. Sometimes you see people in the hospital bed. DK, they're dying. They've been gone. Their consciousness is somewhere else already. And you're just observing them. They're in that hospital bed. It's like a raisin. And meanwhile, in another realm, they're a date. They're a whole date, nigga. Boom. And you looking at them as a raisin right here. Like, when they're a date over there, what is you talking about? You see? Don't be afraid. When you hear your stomach growl, that's your digestive system. You have a brain in your stomach. Imagine if your cerebellum could talk to you. That's what that stomach growl is. It's saying, hey, remember me? Yeah, why don't you have a conversation with them? Like, yeah, how you been? How have I treated you? Damn, what do you like? Can we cater to you? You need a break? How you feel? Let's have a conversation with our digestive system. Hey, hello. How have you been? What do you like? What don't you like? What can I do more of? What can I do less of? How do you feel? What do you prefer? Do you need a break? Ask your digestive system, yo, do you need a break? I've been eating food for 18 years straight. You never stop eating, right? That's a fact. Never, right? How about breathing? You never stop breathing. I'm not asking you to stop breathing. I'm asking you to start. Why don't you breathe with intention now? Breathe like oxygen is what actually oxygenates your brain and makes it operate. Breathe like you mean to. Try that. See how that feels. Fasting ain't for everybody. See how it feels. And then when you begin to eat, see how the food feels. Because they distracting us through the food, through the emotion, through the propaganda, the media. You see it. So my thoughts on fasting, I'm going to close it here. These are my final thoughts. That when you fast, it's truly to abstain from something. When you having anything in place of you're supplementing, you're doing diets, you are doing cleanses, which is beautiful. And I encourage, because I'm into cleanses and fasting and all type of yogas and breathing and whatever's going to tap me into the best version of me, I'm into that. Whether it's artsy and fartsy and whatever you want to call it, whether it's feminine or masculine or androgynous or whatever the fuck. As long as it's going to help me tap into me, to my greatest essence, to where I feel like I'm vibrating at 100% of who I am, natural feels good, then let's do it. Let's get it. When you feel weak on this plane of existence, it's because you are gaining strength somewhere else. But you can't fully deplete yourself here, because that's not why you came here. So even breatharianism, even the breatharians must be humble, must travel back down in consciousness and realize, for they are what they are. They are gods in the form of man, you see. So when you hear me say peace God, I don't have a God complex. I have a love complex. I have a nature complex. I have a life complex. I don't think I'm God. I know I'm God because I know you're God. You can't be anything other than. Oh, so look, I made my daughter, my baby mama, my wife made my daughter. So is she different from you? Or is she exactly the same, that which you are? A better version, if anything. So God just keeps getting better and better and smarter and faster and stronger. Like what? And more intelligent. You were put here for a purpose. Just know that where you going, not only is it going to be better than here, but it's going to be fully aligned with your purpose. You came here to find your purpose. You came here to unburden your soul, to take off the shackles, so you can thrive in the hereafter, so you can truly spread your wings and be your highest potential. You're only here to tap into it and feel it, and you felt it before. So when you feel weak on your fast, don't feel like you failed if you have a little nutrients and nourishment, because that's what the body needs. For you to exist, you need nourishment. You need nourishing. Facts. We all going to better. So just know that. What you truly are is bigger than this body. Bigger than that plate of food. Bigger than that information. Bigger than your life. What you truly are is grandiose. You are everything and everything is you. If you haven't heard these words today, I love you. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. Share this video. And you have no choice, yo. You are the chosen.